Hey guys, it's Vamp here, and it is just about to hit 1 a.m. I've just clocked out of work, and I thought I should give an update on the build because it's actually made some pretty big improvements. You can see now I'm sitting at nearly 8k energy shield, which, yeah, going good. I've made a bunch of changes, one of which is actually using my currency to buy some upgrades, which I'll quickly run over. So basically, I was way over capped on Eliraz. You can see I still am going quite good. But I was missing some Chaos Res and obviously stack energy shield and stuff. And I was just had pretty shit stuff for damage scaling. So I think I spent a total of about 2 divs upgrading out this wand, which you can see. Int is nice for mana and energy shield. Spell damage, fire damage spells is fine. It adds the ignite damage that I'm getting. It's not a big deal though. Damage numbers going up way higher. We got the cast speed, which is just nice, and plus level Phys with Phys.multi crafted on. Amulet I grabbed, I was just looking for the attributes that I needed, as well as .multi and some max life. It's got mana regen and the +1 Phys skills. Excellent. And I've crafted Lightning Chaos. That's basically how I fix my Chaos Res. Same with these, Lightning Chaos, Lightning Chaos. The rings I bought purely for, again, stats and max life. That's the big thing. And some max energy shield on this one. These could definitely be better if I get a bit more Chaos Res elsewhere, because that way I wouldn't have to craft Chaos Res on, but I just wanted to fill out some stats. You know, Strength gives a bit of extra life, Int gives the mana and energy shield, Mana's my Chaos Defense thanks to Ivory Tower, energy shield obviously being everything else. My boots are still the same, there's the good ones I already had. My gloves are still the same as well, my belts are the same. These are just all ones that I had found. Obviously very good, a lot of these. The belt I did try to slam life on, but it rolled a low roll, so I just fucking crapped on the other craft for life regen and mana. That's fine. Not much else has changed. Oh, big one, big upgrade here. Pretty high energy shield, max life, chaos res, and rarity. The cold res was just the added effect. I didn't care about the cold res. This one was fairly expensive. I think it was 1 div. I've obviously now also put on my at least very basic Eldritch Simplicits on each of these. I had a run of Temple. I've been running a lot of Alva now. I gave up on King's March. You can see I got Alva and Beyond. So I got Alva, Beyond, Alva. Yeah, all that shit. And I put a little bit in just to get more trials because I want to work on gems myself, which I was trying to do. Haven't had much luck there. I've sold a couple of Alvas for 55C each that had the Corruption altar. The Apex Sacrifice. No, I did have an Apex Sacrifice. No, the oh my god, forgetting the name. The tier 3 Corruption one. And then I had a final one that had a Doriani's Institute. Yeah. The Corruption and Apex of Sacrifice, and I was like, if any one of these things rolls really good, I'm gonna make fucking bank. I was trying to double corrupt a Ivory Tower, like this one here, as well as my Exsanguinate of Transmission. You know, so I'm not using Exsanguinate right now. My Exsanguinate Transmission de-leveled, and that immediately made it just like worse than Reap, because even with 3 stacks, its damage was only going to about equal Reap, so I was like, oh, I'll just make my Reap my 5 link instead of trying to split them, like both on a 5 link together, 4 link. So I've just been using Rape. The double corrupt deleted my Ivory Tower, which is unfortunate. And I think I sacrificed a belt to see if I could get Mage Blood, and I just got like a Prison Weave or something. And I'm like, sick. That was a sick temple that I probably could have solved for like 100 chaos at least. But it just deleted an Ivory Tower, de-leveled my Exsanguinated Transmission, and gave me a shit unique. It could have been good on all fronts, but whatever. So yep, made some upgrades pretty much to this top half here. I'm no longer running haste. I'm running determination instead, which is giving me a pretty reasonable amount of Phys mitigation, which alongside the Elementalist converting Phys to fire actually works really well. So I'm much tankier now, and I'm clearing out higher levels a lot better. Now, as you saw, I'm just still running a 5 link. I'm waiting for, you know, ideally a bunch of currency to get a 6 link, or I'm going to do the double corrupt and then do a Tainted Fusing, which I've actually gotten quite a few of because I've been running a lot of Beyond. But yeah, I've actually run tier 16 maps, particularly one of these memories. This is it here. This is the Courtyard of Terror, or whatever it is, the one with Sirius at the end. I only die once during this entire map, which lo and behold, it's to a fucking mercenary, so that's fun. But yeah, build's going pretty good. I think the last link on my 6th link is actually, weirdly enough, going to be Arcane Surge. I don't want to run Brutality because I want to keep the Ignites. So I think that's Controlled Destruction, Swift Affliction, Cruelty, Arcane Surge, and holy shit, Efficacy. The reason I run Arcane Surge, and actually the reason I'm going to keep using Cold Snap, Cold Snap is nice for the chill. It's also going to be my thing to proc Arcane Surge, so then my Reap will be able to benefit from the more damage while you have Arcane Surge. So I figure that's worth doing. It seems like the best option to keep being able to use, I guess, effective Ignites with Cruelty as well. I do definitely plan on, once I actually get an Exsanguinate transition back again, probably use that. I probably won't use Stormcaller Trarthus. I've been wanting to use Stormcaller Trarthus, but its numbers just aren't there as a main skill. It has like marginally less damage than Reap, but also has a 2-second delay. And that means you need to spec into lowering the duration so that you don't have that shitty delay. But then the pull on the ground lasts less time, and you just have less damage than Reap. And then Reap gets blood charges and ramps up to double damage anyway. So it's just like, even if it had like 50% more damage than what it has currently, it'd just be awkward as shit to build around still. I think they just need to majorly buff that skill. It could probably have double the damage than what it has currently, and it would still just be like, yeah, look, you could use it over Reap. But yeah, its numbers just aren't there. And Exsanguinate Transmission has better top-end damage because it's got like, I think 80% of the damage of Reap, but then it stacks 3 times, so it ends up doing like a little bit more. I did actually get lucky on another temple, and I got Vile Reap. It's kind of fucky for me to use at the moment though, because it gives all the blood charges. It actually makes my Reap cost higher than my current health pool. That will be fixable with either some more life or some lowering some costs. I'm not that fussed about it, but in saying that, I can always use, which is what I have been doing, Cold Snap and Stormcaller Trarthus while I use Vile Reap, because the Vile Reap ground zone is quite powerful. But yeah, I'll have to work out some kinks there. I might get some of the lower life cost stuff on the tree down towards the Templar area, see how that goes. But yeah, as you can see, it clears okay. Obviously, it's not the most efficient. I think I had less AoE on this map, so my Reap wasn't quite as big, which is unfortunate, but it's fine. And I might just now skip forwards to the actual Sirius fight, see how it is on a boss.
You cling to life only out of ignorance.
Now, interestingly enough, with the amount of life I have, with the life regen I have, I can't actually spam Reap. I can only cast it once at max blood charges, but that's actually okay because it lasts like 1.3 seconds-ish with my efficacy and malevolence. So having like a 1 second delay between casts is not a problem for bossing if I have like max blood charges. It, again, getting tireless, lowering the cost just a little bit would probably help fix that a little, but it's not a big deal. But yeah, as you can see, it's pretty smooth, doing alright damage. Definitely not as good as it could be. I need the level 21, ideally 21 Vile Reap, and actually be able to cast it. But yeah, I quite like it. Very much enjoying the build overall. And after beating this boy, I went into the Incarnation of Neglect? Yes, Incarnation of Neglect. So I think I will leave it there. I'm going to at least link the PoE Ninja. I probably won't do a full like POB for like what I plan to do. I'm still kind of working that out. I think I need to make some changes to the passive tree. Again, like lowering costs and stuff. I'll definitely be able to optimize a little bit if I actually chuck it into POB and see what like damage alternatives I can get. Shift around some pathing, but it should be all good. So I will end it with the fight against the Incarnation of Neglect. Thanks. See you in the next one. Oh, actually, as a side note, I'd be wondering if you guys are interested in seeing, I guess, a recording of me working out some stuff of how to optimize my build, like the actual process of like seeing what things maybe other people are doing, and how I could tweak that and utilize that into my build, or just like how to kind of use path of building from an established build, because so far I haven't looked at anyone else's build for how to do this. I've just, like, I knew some stuff already. I knew about Ivory Tower and Prism Guardian, and I just worked off that, and I just knew the stuff that I wanted. But yeah, if you guys would be interested in seeing, I guess, the steps that I go through to try to optimize it a bit more, I can, I guess, make a recording of that. But yeah, let me know, and enjoy the fight with the Incarnation of Neglect. Thanks.
Intangible pain. Patience is a mercy. Intolerance. You cannot hide from fate. I am not the end. You cannot hide from fate. Irrevocable thought. Patience is a mercy. Irrevocable thought. Negligence. I am not the end. Intangible pain. You cannot hide from fate. Intolerance. Patience is a mercy. Intangible pain. Erase. I am not the end. Intangible pain. Madness consumes.
You don't know me, but I am...
I do know you. Listen to me. This cannot be stopped. It must not be stopped. You should leave and do not search for me again. This is what must be.
What? What just happened? Where did she go? Damn it!